I like to preface my WTF series with three key things from the Bible. First, God created us to misunderstand, fear, judge others we don't know. I mean, come on, look at the history of humankind. Second, Christ said multiple times in the New Testament, be not afraid, welcome the future. We don't have to worry about the bad news. We're all going to be saved, I believe, because Christ said on the cross, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they're doing. That applies to all smart people who think they have the answers. None of us have the answers. Only God knows the future. Let's just go there. And we can learn these lessons, words of wisdom, history lessons, eternal truths, just by looking at some titles and a few captions. You can no longer escape the toxic world. Facing dropping enrollment thanks in part to low fertility rates and the expansion of private school vouchers, public schools across the nation are turning to private consultants to recruit pupils. President Midas's terrible touch. Trump never promised us a rose garden. The death of the Fourth American Republic. Trump is working in tandem with the Supreme Court. This has to do with Long Live the Voting Rights Act. Will Maha change America? Why it's hard for Kennedy's movement to turn critiques into real reform. Again, a lot of truth here, right? It's completely unappealing. Why the Senate is broken. The legislative process is a mess, and bipartisanship and independence have fled the Capitol. The bill for Trumponomics is coming due. White House policies are leading to rising inflation and slowing growth. Now, granted, there's disagreement about all that, but still. I've seen how Russia tortures prisoners of war. Prosecuting abuse is a legal obligation, not an act of diplomacy. America is turning into a doddering giant hooked on oil. Smothering the electric vehicle industry is the economic idiocy. Back to this, the world is now unavoidably toxic. What do we do when everything and everyone is contaminated? Well, I disagree with the premise of this, but that's okay. This one I agree with. What Trump's war on the Smithsonian costs us all. Art can be effective at illuminating only if it's unconstrained by authority. Their son's walk made them felons. Are parents or road design at fault for a boy's death? Crazy. How I built my summer reading list. May your books be satisfying and your curating ruthless. No, I would say curating casual. Read whatever you like. Losing my vision and seeing life anew. We've heard this story so many times. One of the guys in my book club, Chip, totally blind, but he sees life anew. It felt like a kidnapping. I already did something on that story. The embodied pleasure of smoking. A pack of cigarettes is an opposite of an Oura ring. Trump is letting TikTok and China win. The president's disregard for federal law is a gift to the world's most powerful authoritarian government. And then finally, my generation's deadly inheritance. 80 years after Hiroshima, young people wake up to the threat of nuclear war. Again, eternal truths told in today's news.